Luke thought it was love, but it was all a lie. He just discovered his partner of 4 years was really a fugitive fraudster who had been deceiving him the whole time.
For Luke Allen and Joshua Steele, life was pretty good.
I was walking around Melbourne thinking that at some point Josh was going to drop on one knee and propose to me. Like, it was happy household, happy life.
But behind the lavish dinners and endless gifts, Luke believes Josh was stealing more than just his heart.
I honestly did not see any of this coming. He just played the piece so well. He played the piece so well.
Many of us have tried our hand at online dating. It can be thrilling, but equally terrifying. Imagine this, one day finding out the person you thought you'd spend the rest of your life with was actually a fugitive fraudster, and they were also accused of secretly stealing your identity.
The thing that hooked me about Josh was straight off the bat, there was a lot of romantic gestures.
What's it like finding out that the person you've been living with for so many years is in fact a convicted criminal?
I'd barricaded myself in the house. I spent that night not being able to sleep. I was pacing around the house, checking that doors were locked.
Luke Allen claims he's the victim of a con so sophisticated he still doesn't know where it ends. It began almost 4 years into his relationship when Josh suddenly cut things off.
Out of the blue, I was a little bit confused. My head was spinning. I didn't really understand.
As Josh moved on with a new partner, Luke needed a fresh start.
Actually, I don't want to look at a rental property. I don't want to continue to rent because the last few years I've actually been saving for a house deposit.
Things were looking up with Luke putting in an offer on a home, but nothing could prepare him for what would happen next.
The bank has just turned around and said that we're not going to touch you with a 10-foot pole because of your credit history, because you're essentially bankrupt.
What Luke uncovered was shocking. Someone had taken out credit cards and loans in his name. There were more than 27 credit inquiries, totalling $651,000.
None of which I was familiar with or had been privy to or a part of.
In an application for one loan in Luke's name, a forged bank statement was used. It has Luke's name on it, but Luke says it isn't his account. Take note of the account number, the same one that appears on the real statement, whose owner is Joshua Steele.
I typed Josh's name into the internet. It was the first time I'd done it in the entire time that we'd been seeing each other. And the first two articles that popped up were news articles.
They said in 2018, Josh narrowly avoided jail after he defrauded a food company of more than $186,000 when the funds mysteriously landed in his bank account. He splurged the entire amount on holidays and rent. But that isn't all. We can reveal Josh is wanted in New South Wales after he failed to show up to court. He's charged with using his job at a medical clinic to make bogus Medicare claims, allegedly pocketing $30,000. In hindsight, Luke says the signs were there. He should have been more suspicious of Josh.
2 days after Josh and I had met for the first time, I had 3 or 4 credit inquiries made using my name.
Luke's life now feels more like this Netflix documentary.
$20,000, $30,000,
$140,000.
That's when police tell me the man I love was never real. Everything's a lie.
Quite ironically, a week before all of this happened and my life spiraled, we were watching The Tinder Swindler. And I remember sitting on this exact couch and punching Josh in the arm, going, "Can you believe what this man is doing to these women?"
These days, Josh works as a manager for a men's clothing chain. We tracked him down to a shopping centre in Bendigo, 2 hours drive from Melbourne. Joshua Steele, Sam Cucchiara from A Current Affair. Are you Australia's Tinder swindler? There've been a number of credit cards and loan applications taken out in Luke's name. Did you have anything to do with that? Josh is lost for words. Are you aware there's a warrant out for your arrest in New South Wales? Making a hasty getaway through a back door.
I can't believe that I am living the Australian Tinder swindler right now.
Josh hasn't responded to a list of questions we sent him. Meanwhile, Luke has made a report to Victoria Police.